Hello, listeners. So, today we are going to see the topic translating relationship set with participation constraints. So, introduction. So, participation constraint is an important factor in database management system. It specifies the existence of an entity depends on being related to another entity through a relationship. So, today we are going to see the topic participation constraint. With let us see the theory and some example related to participation constraints. Okay, so what is participation constraint? Participation constraints specify whether the existence of an entity depends on being related to another entity through the relationship. So actually there are two types of participation constraint. One is total participation and partial participation. We are going to see what total participation and partial participation is from the coming slides. Total participation. So, total participation is something which specifies that each entity in the entity set must compulsorily participate in at least one relationship instance in the relationship set. It is also called as mandatory participation. So the next one is partial participation. It specifies that each entity in the entity set do not participate in the relationship instance in that relationship set. It has another name which is called optional participation. So now we can see the ER diagram. So here in the ER diagram, we are going to explain what is partial participation and total participation briefly. So in this ER diagram, there are two entities. One is employees, another is department. Employee has the attributes SSN, name, and BT. Department has DID, DNAME, budget. So this employee and department is connected to each other with the two relationships. One is managers and another is works in. So this managers and works in have a separate attribute which is since. Now when we look clearly in the ER diagram, we can see one borderline which is from department to managers and another employee and department is connected through works in relationship through borderlines. So what does this borderline means? Here the department this borderline from the department to managers, this borderline indicates that it total participation. So here department is connected to employee through managers from the borderline, and this borderline suggests that from every department there should at least be one manager, and this is total participation. There should be at least one manager, and the employee and department is connected to each other with the works in attribute which is partial participation. Here partial participation means that employee which is working in the department need not be the manager. So from the ER diagram, we explain what is total and partial participation. Here we can compare from what is total versus partial participation. The participation of the entity set departments in the relationship set managers is said to be total since all department will have a manager. The participation of the entity set employee in the relationship set managers is said to be partial since every employee is not a manager. So here is the example query. So create table department MGR, DID and DNAME, budget and SSN. SSN is not null because it is the primary key in the entity department, but actually it is a foreign key. Every department must have a manager. So since date, primary key, DID, foreign key, SSN. So SSN is a foreign key. Reference on delete no action. So it cannot be deleted because there should be at least one manager. Employee tuple cannot be deleted while it is pointed to the department manager tuple. So I'm concluding this topic by presenting my team, which is team 6, and the team members. So thank you.